Hopefully someone's home. Hello? Is anyone home? Hello? My name is Scott Mena, and I play Ryan Zuckerman. I also am the director and writer. This story came about with some situations that was happening in my home with my grandmother. She was getting some signs of dementia, and there's a scene in the film where Brad is noticing Nana walking away after he gave her medication. She just walks away. That kind of happened to me, and it was just like a moment where I just saw her walking away, and I'm like, I don't know why, but I feel like this could be a story. I came back to it when I was in New York. I was trying to get some ideas for some short films, and for some reason this one kept popping up. But I feel like the importance was very needed, especially what's happening with my family and with other people too. Because I wanted to treat it not just something like, oh, it's just any other story. There's been other stories where we see like Away from Her and some other films that deal with people with Alzheimer's or dementia, how that takes a toll on just not the person, but also the family. But it's mostly been with spouses, and I've never really seen one with a family and seeing how they deal with it individually. So I kind of wanted to pick on each character. Each character is trying to deal with the situation, their last moment with their grandmother before sending her to a nursing home. So each person's going through some stuff that some of them feel guilt, some people feel that they shouldn't be doing it, and then some of them are holding on to hope that maybe something might change, which it doesn't. It just gets worse, sadly. It's a little scary, but it's also kind of like how art kind of imitates life.
Becca told me that you stormed out of the house. What's up?
Why do parents do this?
Do what?
The typical parent thing. Ask how their kid is doing. It's so annoying.
Okay, I can ask my son any question I want, especially with what's happening tomorrow.
The hardest part to write in this film was trying to come up with an ending that would leave audiences thinking. And I had one where I think she was just like, she falls asleep and she sings a lullaby and it ends right there. But as you'll see at the ending, I think it leaves a little more of a punch to the viewers, something that I hope will stay with them. My favorite part writing in the short has to be the conversation between Meredith, the mother, and Brad, her son. There was a lot of stuff that she's explaining to him, because we're not only getting Brad's point of view, we're also getting Meredith's point of view, where she's talking about how she feels about having to leave her mother in a nursing home. She brings up what she feels with her sister when she had her sickness. She had leukemia. That happened with my mother. So there was a lot of truth that was coming out of that. There's a lot of personal things that I put in the story. So what she was talking about there, I played off of some emotions that my mother was feeling and how she felt with the situations that happened with my aunt. So there was some stuff in there that I remember having conversations with my mom in the car. So when I was writing it down, I was like, wow, okay, let me put a little anger in there from Brad, but then a resolution with both of them, because they're both feeling the same thing. They're just emitting their anger in not the best way, and so they finally come with a resolution by the time they get home. So, yeah. Here we go. Yay! My actors are not suffering with air conditioning. Yay! My hope is that the audience will enjoy this. They'll take something with them, but not only that, they'll also bring it to their families with individuals. This will be a good conversational piece to see things of what we can improve on with family, what we can do with them, and spending every moment with them, because this is, like the title says, Last Thursday. What if it was our last moment with our loved ones? I mean, what are we going to do? Are we going to be angry with the situation? Are we going to, miss out on something very special with them? or are we going to cherish that moment? Because we really never know when it's going to be the last moment. So I feel that that's the most important thing I hope that people get out of this movie is cherish those moments because you never know.